Hello, and welcome to Poetry Corner, where I am here to read you poetry that I have written over the years, and we can listen to how bad it is. Why I'm talking like this, nobody knows. Anyway, we should start with this poem, which actually won an award at my school, or I don't know, maybe some people liked it. I'm not really remembering very clearly. Anyway, it's called Haggis. Haggis is great, haggis is good. Haggis tastes the way it should. Haggis can be small, haggis can be tall, but haggis is a sheep's stomach. Cheryl and Kate prefer grapes. And that's the Haggis poem. Please excuse me whilst I let my cat out of the room. Please enjoy your toilet visit. Okay, we're going to choose new Microsoft Word document and see what exciting things that holds. Oh, it's the Haggis poem again. That's not COVID, I promise. Okay, this one is called Children of a Brave New World, which is poems inspired by reading A Brave New World when I was about 14 or 15 years old. Okay, so this one's called Honesty. At the exclamation, their eyes met. The other did not respond. It was an inclination, a plaintive hesitation, an indication of leaning towards. A gesture so quaint and so small. Could it have happened at all? That was honesty. Okay, this one's called Duck Soup. Okay. I am I, and I wish I wasn't. How can you show people what you think? Individualism is frowned upon in this society, but heightened by physical inadequacy. The show-off who brags to cover their shortcomings or incompetence and hopelessness, brought about by a fear of the very same things. Let's take a blood sample. I'm afraid you're over the limit, good sir. Rumours are awful, but one is inclined to believe them, to poke and pry and stir, until no truth is left behind. If only you knew. Fuck knows what that was about. This one's called The Savage, unfortunately, because obviously the character in A Brave New World is referred to as a savage, which is a slur towards native people of all countries, but specifically against Native Americans. Okay. Reflected. Sorry, that was really gross. Okay, anyway. Reflected light on surface born, like a whole completely torn. One little thing, one massive mistake, one whole heart ready to break. Oh, love seems to be something not meant for me. A selfish heart is not true at all. On selfish hearts we stand or fall. When a man can't take life in his stride, he feels there's nowhere left. When there's nothing any more. Shrimps and mussels and such, there's lots. No one ever died from living too much, and not. As you can see, I was extremely pretentious as a 14 or 15-year-old. This next one is called, delightfully, The Darkness is so sweet. The darkness is so sweet, so utterly complete. No burning flame nor blazing fire could lift this dark that I admire. Its soft caress consumes the place and lights the skin upon my face. For in my soul a love does not grow for none but the darkness below. In the darkness of the caves I wish to spend all my days. Drip of water to soothe my mind. In the darkness my world I find. I will rip the earth asunder and strike fear into every soul of what lies 6 feet under. Christ almighty. Well, somebody was an emo. Right, this one's called Sweet 16. Okay. What can this mean? I can't remember your name, sweet little 16, no more maths ever again. Welcome to the mega summer, which owns that of 69. This is the forerunner, the greatest of all time. Let's go on a road trip. Let's go on Lucy's trampoline. Let's do loads of shit, sweet, sweet 16. Listening to Green Day and dreaming of fame, freedom, come what may, watching American Pie over and over again. Welcome to the mega summer, better than 1969. This is the forerunner, the greatest of all time. Watching Red Dwarf or Family Ties, today I watched Polymorph nearly 7 times. Welcome to paradise, the best you've ever seen. Everything's so nice when you're sweet 16. What do you mean there's nothing to do? You're sweet 16. Why not watch Doctor Who? No need to be constructive anymore, thank God it's over. What's up with this? Oh, I don't know. I want to watch Firestarter. Why is the computer so slow? I can't find Fatherland anywhere, not in Zavvi or HMV. I should have bought it when I first saw it. That's what I should have done, you see. But at least I've got that DVD of Ocean's 13. I couldn't buy it now because it's Sweet 16. And children's movies, I've got at least 2. I'm unembarrassable, so I can watch them too. As you can see, I was very preoccupied with the fact that I couldn't find the CD of Fat of the Land by Prodigy. Thankfully, I have it now. So that's that issue solved at the very least. Okay, this one's called Nighttime Craftwork, which seems quite what's my jig? Bright lights and falling stars encircled by passing cars. As the steam rises in the sky, it dies. A world of people go passing by. Bright lights and darkened earth, it seems to move like many eyes, captured by the behemoth and stapled to the sky. Tentacles of many lengths and pipes that hiss and sneer. The steam still rises high and hot as face fences leer. Your art won't save you. Your heart can't hear you. Your walls can't protect you. Walls of sand keep the earth clean, climbing up to the top. They cross a bridge and steam, wriggle down and stop. Now's time to descend, know how at the end. Don't cry for the things that you see. All you're witnessing is true beauty. Now, obviously I remember what this is about. I'm not going to pretend I don't. This is about the factory near where I grew up, which makes it's some kind of additive for making glass. It goes to St. Helens where they make glass. So where I'm from, they dig up the salt, then they send it to this factory and they make it into something, and then that something goes to St. Helens and then they make glass from that. So that's about that factory. The offering of it is called lime, and it goes to the waste lime beds, and the sheep eat the grass on the waste lime beds. So, this one's called Welcome to the Brave New World. Clearly that that one got a big impact on me. So, welcome to the brave new world. Nothing's gonna be the same because everything is fresh. Why is it all so strange? Why did they grow their own blood and flesh? Well, we know why. If you'd read the book, Jesus, if you'd paid attention. This one's called It. Now, oh no, this isn't the one I thought it was. This is, okay. It's just words. It's just nothing. A vague expression of feeling. It's just words. I don't care. I just don't care anymore. Nothing could be anything and nothing more. I reckon I wrote that when I was feeling extremely, extremely profound. This one's called Professional. Now, this was one of the moments where I thought that I was really cool. I know what I'm doing. I know what I am. I'm a professional murderer and I don't give a damn. But it's not my fault. I'm made that way. I've nothing to feel and nothing to say. I'm employed to kill other men without compassion. What happens then? I know what I'm doing, but I don't understand. I'm a professional murderer defending this land. I swear on the flag to do what is right. I swear to do nothing but stand up and fight. I know you don't know me. I know you don't mind. I know that you hate me and leave me behind. Obviously, I was drawn in by the highly militaristic sort of jingoism that's going on at the time there. This is called Reflected Light on Surface Born, because obviously I was a pretentious twat. All right, reflected light on surface born, like a hole completely torn. One little thing, one massive mistake. Oh, let's start again. Okay. Reflected light on surface born, like a hole completely torn. One little thing, one massive mistake, one whole heart ready to break. Oh, love seems to be something not meant for me. A selfish heart is not true at all. On selfish hearts we stand or fall. Oh, here we go again with this. When a man can't take life in his stride, he feels there's nowhere to hide, and there's nothing left but pride. A man considers suicide one massive attack, no turning back, no regretting what we lack. How lucky it turned out like this. Here's something to analyse. Just forget, close your eyes. No one knows if no one tries. Shrimps and mussels and such. There's lots. No one ever died. Probably too much. I was so keen on those shrimps. Big fan of shrimps and mussels and such. Right. Okay, sorry. These are all from like when I was like, I think about 15 or 16 years old, right? So I was old enough to know that I was being a twat. And I still pursued my passion for shrimps and mussels and such. Okay, this one's called Life. Life slips away so easily, and yet cannot destroy the memory. You know it really hurts, the soul alone it thirsts. You have to feel, or else it's not real, but the deepest wounds can heal. Broken skin will seal. We hope that those who care will always be there, but we know they slip free to a life in memory. Like the rhythm's well off, but obviously my intention is there. It was to be like, death's alright, I guess. Anyway. Oh, not rain falls on a darkened land. Christ almighty. If you thought that was emo before, get ready for this. Okay. Rain falls on a darkened land and gathers on the trees. The sky reflects the earth and rages like a sea. Water drips from branches and covers like a hood, breaks all the features, wets and darkens wood. And the mist or ghostly veil covers distant hills, and from a snaking hollow pale steam spills. But as the dark majesty departs, only depression is left, the hallmark of a broken land, deserted and bereft. Nothing can sting as much as death. Well, things were as they were, I suppose. Oh, good. Here's another enjoyable, enthusiastic one. See love behind those empty eyes. See love behind those empty eyes. See life within that empty soul. No love inside you lies. Does it taunt thee to not feel whole? There's a house of heroes to which you should belong, but yet you never enter, and they won't sing your song. The memories never close, and the images never fade. Life written in continuous prose with unforgiven days. There's a house of heroes to which you should belong, but yet you never enter, and they won't sing your song. That house of heroes has been quite exclusive as far as I can see there. A poem. Well, that's at least a little bit less depressing. Oh, here we go. It's about death. In us a candle burns, within and without, yet the wax remains long after the flame goes out, and so the memories remain and light my flame. You're the one that taught me you don't have to be the same. It's always about fucking death, isn't it? This one's called Eyes. Oh, Christ. Okay. Ask why the eyes can see you. Watch and ask why you can't see the eye. They watch and decide, forever silent with the secrets they hide. Keep brave in circumstances in every place the eyes. You don't understand, you bring them into your lives, plaster the walls with thousands of eyes. Keep brave in circumstances in every place, on every face. I can see the eyes. Okay. Right, don't worry, we've only got 2 more to go, and the last one is fun. I know it's fun. I'll save it for last. Okay, this one's called Why. Every time you fail, every time you try, just think to yourself, why? Why you want something? Why you say something? Does it really mean anything? There is not always a reason. See, the rhythm's off, isn't it? There is not always a reason. Things do just happen sometimes. See, that's a bit more hopeful, I suppose, in sort of a fuck everything kind of way. That's from when I was 15, and the rest say 2008 on them, but I did edit them and I did copy them over to my hard drive. Oh, fuck. Okay. This poem is called The Fish, the Greatest Perm-Bitten Writhe in the Idiot Gig Mankind. Okay. Barb steals ferns thus... Okay, we're not doing that one. So, anyway. Yeah, that was a poem that I wrote using, like, predictive or, like, spell correct. So I wrote it with my eyes closed. My mum has it pinned on her fridge because it is quite a good nonsense poem, but I'm not going to read it out because it is actually unbearable. Anyway, my poems have not got less depressing, let's say. So here is an example of my actual poetry as of late. Okay. So this one's called Leaf. I found a leaf in the lifeboat today. It was shriveled and mottled and brown. Remarking upon it quite briefly, I almost put it back down. Yet something about it intrigued me, out here alone on the sea, how it came to be here in the lifeboat and what its story might be. This poor little ragtaggle sailor, travelling for months all alone. It seemed to me awfully heartless for me not to give it a home. I put him inside of my pocket, but he crumbled to dust in my clothes, and thus passed my moment to ask him, still now where he came from, who knows. So that's the kind of poems I write nowadays. And here's one other one which I quite like. Where is it? Oh, yeah. It's called Built to Love. Ships are built to sail, my dear, that and no mistake. But I know if she were built to love, her heart would surely break. She makes her journey every day from land to land to land, all the way from Europe down to Rio Grande. Her home is far behind her, and she cannot return. I know that it would break her heart if she had a heart to yearn. I know if she had eyes to see or memories of home, I think that it would break her heart. Oh, no, that's the wrong one, sorry. I made a better one. Yeah, I edited it because that one was just way too long. Anyway, forget. Okay, built to love. Ships are built to sail, my dear, that and no mistake. But I know if she were built to love, her heart would surely break. She makes a journey every day from land to land to land, all the way from Antwerp down to Rio Grande. Her home is far behind her and she cannot return. I know that it would break her heart if she had a heart to yearn. Ahead of her, uncertainty, behind her only wake. I know if she were built to love, her heart would surely break. I know if she had eyes to see or memories of home, I think that it would break her heart to see she is alone. Or if she could remember those she left behind, I know that it would slow her down when they were on her mind. Her steel comes to life again, she trembles and she shakes. I hope inside she spares a thought for those with hearts to break. Right, please excuse my reading ability. I'm quite bad at reading. I do have glasses, but they are actually for farsight. I just keep them on because it just makes me sad that I can't see the nice details of how I've decorated my room, to be honest. I do love my little, thingamies. Anyway, that's my bad poetry and what I consider to be my fairly good poetry. I won't read you my sort of in-between poetry because I'm afraid, but I might do another video about the poetry that I consider to be good that I have written. So this is long enough as it is, and cheers.